wonderful evening to all of you out there. Sports Panorama 97.3 City FM. Benjamin Ketia in the seat. Show proudly brought to us by Betway and Twisco. To those of you listening via radio, to those of you following via YouTube at City Sports GH, to those of you following via X at City 973, we are live. Drop me a shout on YouTube especially. Let me know where you are getting to us from. If you are getting to us from Ghana, let me know what neighborhood you are getting to us from. Those of you who are in the habit of abbreviating your neighborhoods, using alphabets and acronyms to represent your neighborhoods, I don't want to hear anything crazy. Because I heard LBK the last time and I was asking, what is LBK? I said Latabi or Koshi. I'm like, what? LBK? Hey, Charlie. People have all kinds of interesting acronyms for their neighborhoods. Charlie, stop that, you know. Stop that. Then there's the people from Nana Krum. They've couched the new name. What did they call it?
Ben, have you heard of NKZ?
Which one is this?
In Koranza.
Complete misbehavior. You know, you can't do that.
All of them, they are seeking to copy the original.
Which is what?
LA.
Abadi.
It's simple.
Thank you.
That one is the original.
You mean LA.
Los Angeles.
Oh, Charlie. It's only right. This week on the show, the Black Queens take center stage. First, the bonus round, and then the qualification to the Women's AFCON. Kamilas Bjorgren, the head coach, says they have what it takes to win the competition when it kicks off next year. We'll be getting into it. We'll get into some talk of Premier League action. I think we should talk about Real Madrid and Barcelona. The Clásico was pretty good. The spillouts from the Clásico, Vinicius Jr. having to apologize to his teammates. Lamine Yamal. Barcelona say that they are going to police Lamine Yamal's social media because he is capable of saying things that will be detrimental to his own development. Amazing stuff. I've seen quotes from Carvajal. I was trying to authenticate the quotes. I'm not sure if it was true or not. Some quotes about him not playing for La Roja if Yamal is coming along.
Carvajal, when we are going to La Roja can play without him.
Don't do that.
Problem. When I saw the quote, I was look at this old body.
Yeah. We'll get into some Premier League talk as well. Man United, title winning Man United.
Yes, Remo.
Title winning Man United.
We have never said anywhere that we are.
I don't need you to say it. I'm saying it for you. I'm saying it for. I don't need you to say it.
Talk about Liverpool.
Look,
the center of attraction is Liverpool.
Title winning Amorim. We'll be committing him into God's hands. As for Arne Slot,
are they in crisis?
He's a walking dead man.
He's
literally walking dead. Walking on thin ice. Arne Slot will be fired. He will not kill us.
Oh, no.
He will be fired.
I disagree.
Arne Slot.
I disagree.
Arne Slot.
I disagree.
Oh. The guy whose father gave him everything he asked for, and he still squandered it all in 1 year. The prodigal son, Arne Slot. You will go before. You will not destroy our team. Coach,
Bossu,
you must commit various elements into God's hands. The Black Queens.
Of course. I thank God for their life.
Oh, Nakai.
I am the father.
You are a girl dad.
Yeah, I'm a girl's dad. All my children are girls.
Charlie.
So when you play with the girl child, you play with Coach Nimble.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, Lord Jesus. When you joke with the girl child,
Lord Jesus,
you are joking with me.
Thank you.
And once you joke with me and I evoke Jehovah Zebat from high above.
Oh, the Zebal.
No more. Oh, Yamoshi Ogbo. Oh, small, oh, babish. One point of fire. Yeah, no, ni sa man, you can harm and what we are doing.
Nakai.
A cuckoo ball.
Nakai.
A cuckoo ball. In summary, Nakadia cuckoo ball. No, I mean, you know that you can harm again what we are doing, ni what our ball. Was small now about Chemukwaya. No, but after what team, yeah, Jimuku.
Yo.
She only fame about Nachabwa.
Yo.
Aye femo if ya kana kala la interpreter shida
Nakai.
This morning mukobani ma chen la la apo
Nakai.
Nimba bi e Solomon Masoli. You was Zebal then charge owo. Jehovah Zebal. Menesoa nima soa nama soa. Oh Yehovah.
Ow.
Wakogbele ya che o manche yeli aba. Program ne bodan jo program ni.
Nakai.
Ake be show. Be bashe.
Nakai.
Be leshe. Beleshe. Sports Panorama. Bele eshe. Osmo o babu twe.
Nakai.
Osmo o babu twe. E aka no kwale be yo.
Yep.
Wo yole. Ye bule na. Ke hindo na.
Bule.
Wo be na saka wo yule. Jomo nketia.
Ow.
Leji wo hin yelo.
Ow.
German brother 1, brother 2, one brother 3.
Shining brother.
I have a video of the pampalism of the house.
The pampalism. Oh,
and
yes.
I release the video.
Oh, yes.
On my X page.
Release it.
I'll release it.
Release it.
No, I don't, man.
Oh, thank you. Anoint his head.
Just say, oh, Lord.
Oh, thank you very much. Shout about the hunger. Thank you. Oh, bless him. Oh, bless that head. Thank you. Oh, bless that head.
May this blessing be transferred to Anislot. Anislot, I'm using Yao mental as a point of contact.
Point of contact, Sonny.
Yao mental's head.
Thank you.
Transfer onto the original. Oh, Anislot.
Thank you.
Oh, no more. Thank you. Slot. Because any formation like that. Slot is suffering. Yao, may you extend some blessings to him.
Thank you.
So that he will stop suffering.
Thank you.
But some of us know that we've gone deep down sea. Down deep sea. You will lose 9 in a row.
Ow.
9 in a row.
May they keep losing so they will sack the coach. Oh, Lord Jesus.
9 in a row.
May they keep losing. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Zebat, confirm that for us.
3-0, 5-0, 6-0. Let the defeat overwhelm John W. Henry.
Oh, Liverpool.
God, let the defeat overwhelm John W. Henry. Let the defeat overwhelm the Liverpool people.
Una Emery.
Let them sack the manager.
Una Emery. May his soul rise above that of Slot to suppress the
5-0
in the name of
5-0. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. I'll copy me bombine.
Powerful prayer.
Ow.
You know the good part about it is that the prayers the energy will transfer to Gab. You see, there's a certain connection between the two shiny brothers.
All the way to
you just can't see it. It's invisible. It connects. It connects. You know. Thank you very much, my brother. The text and WhatsApp lines are active. 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. For those of you who are getting to us on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. We are on City Sports GH, Sports Panorama. Like I said, drop us a shout from wherever you are watching us from, in Ghana, on the continent, in Europe, Antarctica, Arctic, wherever it is you are, Australia, New Zealand, wherever it is. Just drop us a shout real quick. Let me know where you are getting to us from. We'll start off with women's football issues. So the Queens are through to the WAFCON. I believe it was a 7-0 aggregate over 2 legs, but that obviously wasn't the biggest talking point. The biggest talking point ended up being money issues again. Bonus arrears from the WAFCON that had been played earlier were not settled to a tune of $9,500. In the end, they, as of last week when we were on the show, the issues were brewing.
Yeah.
On the weekend, they refused to train, and then there had to be some high-level interventions to eventually get them to honor the game, and then their monies were paid afterwards. We've picked up that the amount paid was $9,000 with 500 USD withheld as tax. Now, a lot of debates have come out of this, multiple fold. First of all, there was the bit about the journalists who first broke the news. I wouldn't say first broke the news, but were most vociferous about the news. Colleagues from other platforms who said that the Honorable Sports Minister allegedly had sort of blown off the girls and said that, you know what, if you weren't going to honor the game, that's your business, blah, blah, blah. He came out to clear the air, said that that could not have been his position, that he did not make that statement. In the end, I think the journalist involved has also been asked to apologize. I'm not sure if the apology has reached all quarters. She was asked to apologize on all platforms on which she made those proclamations. And I think that from then, people have moved on, but a lot of people have also formed opinions about what they think happened, what did not happen, what should happen going forward, and all of that. All I would say is that we need to do a better job of honoring our heroes and our heroines. If our ladies go out there and do a job, if we promise them money, let's honor our promises according to the time spans also that we have promised them, because I think that they have become they've gotten to the point where they feel like they get taken for granted, or that among or in the football ecosystem they are not as important as they should be, which is unfortunate, because I think that the Black Queens have held the flag of this country very high for a very long time. Women's football in general has done a lot for this country in recent times, so I think that we should do a better job of just honoring them when they go out there to represent the country. That's just a little I have to say on it. Gabi, you have been following them for a bit. You've interviewed Bjorgren, you've been at training sessions with them, you've been able to gauge Team Hotel, you've gauged the atmosphere around all of that. What's it been like? First of all, with that whole bonus situation, them picking up their money and then eventually sealing qualification. How's the mood in camp like? How are they moving forward after all of this drama?
I like the way you put it with your last submission, how they'll be moving forward. And that's where I'll start from, at the Team Hotel. After that game, the following day, we spoke to the head coach, Kimlas Bjorgren. And Ben, you should see the ladies, they were super excited because they got their checks after the second leg against Egypt. And that day that I was interviewing the head coach, they were checking out of the hotel. So you could tell that, look, what maybe they did. I mean, that conversation between the team captains and the sports minister came to yielded some good fruits in terms of making sure that they get their money before they reassemble again later in December for that friendly against England's Lionesses. I mean, Serena Wigman's England. So they were excited, and it also spoke about the kind of work they've put in. So job done. Next up is the 2026 WAFCON. A few things I want to say though, and I'll start with this. I didn't like how the whole thing was handled. I mean, with the unpaid bonuses before the second leg had to take place at the Accra Sports Stadium. When I say I didn't like it, I'm talking about that. I mean, that conversation. You and I were not there, but that conversation had Alex Asante, who is more like the general manager for when it comes to the national teams, and also the sports minister, Kofi Adams, and also the GFA president, Kotoko. I was asking myself a few questions, though. The Black Queens they do have a management committee, right? Per our checks or per what we reported on, we know that the conversation was between the team captains and also the sports minister. And if you want to talk about the Black Queens and unpaid bonuses, there's a great history to that. I'll take you all the way back to 2016 when they had to march to the sports ministry to protest.
I remember. It's so fresh in my mind. It was 2016?
Yes, 2016. It's not too far away. And you see, what makes it funny is that 2 players who were in that squad at the time are still in the squad. Maybe Linda is Sean, who's not received a call-up in the last few minutes, but Portia Boache is an influential player. Somebody who's very vocal.
Yeah.
And is the team captain, I believe. So they understand how these things play out. When I say these things play out, is that they've seen it before. They protest and they don't get answers. I mean, they don't get paid.
They literally have to be on their knees begging for
it. And so, what do you think they'll be telling the newbies who are into the team? The likes of Chantel, the likes of Josephine Bonsu, and all other players, the young players that came from the princess into the queens. They will tell them that, look, we have to fight for our money. And I think that's what they did. You can't fault the girls for what they did. I mean, you can't fault them for speaking to the minister and telling him that, look, you need to pay us our money, $9,500. Otherwise, we are not going into that game. But I asked myself this question, that I think that somebody should have been the face, or somebody should have been the one speaking for the girls. When I say somebody should have been the one speaking, I'm talking about a senior-most person looking at the management committee. When you look at the Black Queens management committee, who is their chairperson? Is our own lady, Gifty Owari, Mensa. But you and I know that Gifty will not be speaking because of...
She has issues to deal with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On that list, there is Salif Uzida, who is the vice to Gifty.
Has he granted any interviews on the matter?
No, he didn't speak. I mean, we reached out to him and he
turned down the opportunity.
It didn't work out.
But he's not spoken on any other platform.
No, he's not spoken on any other platform. And that's why I find that very disappointing. Because I thought that they would step up and speak on behalf. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they are there, essentially.
Good. You know why I'm saying this? I told you something in the newsroom that these are girls.
Yeah.
And the word from the minister, whether he said it or he did not say, the girls taking the minister's words, they'll process it differently.
Yeah.
Processing it differently
and they'll process it with the backdrop of 2016.
Good. And especially with experienced heads in that squad who were in 2016 and have seen how these things have played out. The 2 girls that I've mentioned may have spoken to them and say, look, I know how these things play out. So the girls already have taken their stance in not honoring the second leg. Okay? And so even meeting with the minister, they already have a stance that they've taken. So whatever the minister is going to say, they're not going to budge. You get a point I'm making? And I find that very unacceptable, because I thought that it should have been the management committee of the team, the Queens, to be speaking with the minister. It's administrative issues. Leave the girls to the football staff on the pitch.
Facts.
And let the administrative issues be handled by the management committee.
And this is an African football problem. This is not even just a Black Queens
and you know
thing.
what makes it very, very, very problematic? You know, they were entitled to what? $1,500, right? Winning bonus. In 6 games that they played at the WAFCON, they won 3. Right? But the sports ministry said that, led by Kofi Adam, said that out of goodwill and whatever, in promoting on women's football, elevating it, we will take the losses or the draws in the group stage as wins. All right? And so you multiply the 1,500 by what? 6 matches is what? 9,500.
It's 4,500.
Okay.
So 3, right?
Yes.
No, 3. But if
No.
you include everything, so
Yes, everything.
So we won 1.
So 9,000.
yeah. So once
just
the
won.
No, I'm
minister
saying
said
that, in the group stage, they won just 1. But the minister said, out of goodwill, we'll take those losses and draws as wins. So essentially,
So we're
I'm
just
paying
leveling the playground for you.
for everybody.
So 4,500
So they play 6
for the
games.
group stage.
Good. And that's the minister's words. Now, the people absorbing the communication from the minister are footballers. Do you get the point I'm making? What do you think, or how do you think they're going to take these words
Again,
from
also
the minister?
on the
Administrative issues
on the backdrop of Brazil 2014.
14. Great. And so I think that gap there, that communication from the minister and to the Queens, we're told that it was the leadership of the team, so the captains, i.e. it's not the captains who are supposed to rep the team. It is the management committee, I think, if you ask me, my honest opinion.
I mean, it's okay if the captain is a representative for the playing body.
But there should be somebody from the management committee in
They should
that
be championing this.
I'm saying this because of what has happened to our own colleague, elsewhere. I mean, how the whole issues had to blow up. Do you get it? So I don't like that whole episode. I seriously don't like it. And you see, I think we need to commend the girls in the sense that somebody would have said that going into that game, amidst all the off the pitch stuff, they wouldn't perform against Egypt. I've heard people say that the Egyptians were not too good. Yes, that's true. But you see, these things can actually take a toll on your psyche getting into the game. Yeah. But they managed to get the job done. If you want to look at the Black Queens, they've qualified for every tournament. The only time they've not qualified was in 2012 and 2022. To be honest, I think that after 2022, there's been a slight elevation of women's football in terms of even the performance with the Black Queens. It's factors. Yeah. It's there. That's why they'll go to Morocco and come back with bronze, and we are celebrating them because we've not been able to perform. I'm not celebrating mediocrity, but I'm saying that if we want to look at women's football in the last few years, I think that there's a slight upgrade. So if you want to treat women like this, I don't think it's fair. My final point is that, and I said this to you again, I think that if you want to look at how we process this unpaid bonuses and whatever with the national teams, what I've come to realize is that it has to do with priorities. I'm saying this because of the swiftness of how the processes sometimes go. When you look at the Black Stars and the Black Queens, I've heard the minister speak on several occasions. The back stops with who? The finance ministry. Yep. The GFA submits its estimates to the sports ministry. The ministry looks at it, takes it to government, and then it gets to the finance ministry. So it stops with our own Dr. Cassiel, right, to do everything and get back to the sports ministry. The sports ministry then pays it into the account of the players. Yeah, you get the point I'm making. But I realized that comparing the stars, the princesses, the satellites, the Black Queens, in paying bonuses for the Black Stars, it is way more faster. I'm being told that even with the Black Stars, the last 2 games, the bonuses have not been paid. Same with the Ogum's team in the U17, right? Bonuses have not been paid. So it has to do with, I think it has to do with priorities. And you know, yes, you know, after
Ogum's under 17 team.
Ogum, the starlet. You know, they went to play.
Why are they being paid money?
No, they went to play
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes,
no,
I think it was.
We should not be paying them money.
No, I'm not too sure whether it's unpaid bonus. I don't know what, but what I know is that
they're supposed to get some per diem.
Yes, some per diems. Yes.
If it's per diem, fine.
Yes. The point I'm trying to make is that I think I've come to realize it has to do with priorities, because the way we would handle the men's senior national team is way more different than what we do with the Black Queens. Than what would, or the same way we would address the men's, is different from what we do with the Black Queens, the starlets, the satellites, and whatever. And that's not appropriate.
They'll tell you that they are the premier brand of the nation and premier soccer brand, all of that.
That's not appropriate, because look, if you look at right after the last address from the minister, and I said this to you, that the Queens have paid attention to how the minister has handled the budget for the Black Stars and all of these, and they'll be asking themselves these questions: that why are we not treated the same, or why are we not given? I mean, it's fair. They are humans. They would also want fair treatment. That I think that some people will disagree. All right. So I think that needs to be addressed. We're speaking about the sports fund and whatever it is. That solves some of the challenges. Yeah. But I think it has taken a slow step to getting materialized. We are looking up to that one. So in ending, I think, look, both parties had a very key role to play. The ministry had a role to play. The GFA had a role to play. And I think that communication in there, I didn't like it. But I would want to commend the Queens for going on to qualify and going back to Morocco again. Now, what we have to do is, the next year's tournament is actually qualifies for the 2027 Women's World Cup in Brazil. So you get into the 4 places, you qualify. Now we have to go there and see if we can win it. I mean, the head coach says that he has a fair idea of the countries he's faced so far. For the benefit of hindsight, what he did at the WAFCON and also the qualifiers he's played, i.e. facing the likes of Morocco, Nigeria and co. We hope that he does better.
Abeku, let me get your thoughts on This whole issue, bonuses, queens, minister apologies, statements, lots have been flying around this week. Quick thoughts on that.
First off, I feel the journalist we speak of, Abi, has apologized, and the platform where she made certain thoughts known, pulled that particular episode down. Her description of what she felt had happened on that day during that meeting, and that's important. I have had discussions with, I wouldn't say discussion, but I have had it's a conversation
with her.
With her. And
did she say that the minister said it?
No, look. I mean, we are journalists first off.
Yep.
And where we get our information from, sometimes it puts us in the corner because we can't voice all of that.
You can't speak about your sources.
But she admits that she said with a bit of passion because she's gotten love for women's football. And we all understand that, she admits she went a little bit overboard because issue had happened before. And Gabby rightly paints the picture, that there were placards the last time at the sports.
I remember it a lot.
And all of that.
The pavement of the Ministry of Education and Interior. I remember.
And look, I say this with a lot of calmness because it is something that's been in our system for a minute. It paints a troubling picture, Ben. That systemic neglect and, a bit of inequity in women's football is something that...
Systemic neglect and inequity.
Yeah.
Charlie.
No, if you juxtapose that with what's been happening with our Black Stars, the picture is super clear.
$10,000 for one game. One win.
And the Queen 6 games though. 6 games is what?
And they won the country a bronze medal. I don't recall the last time the Black Stars won a bronze medal for the country.
Black Stars, I don't want to talk about get angry.
So look, it's a disturbing situation we are in now.
Are we getting out of it anytime soon?
I don't see that. I don't see us getting out of this trouble any moment from now. You know why? Because we've got a poor welfare structure. Because if we've got something solid, like Gabby painted the picture, and I don't want to go into the numbers because Gabby already painted the picture. And I'll come to the minister and I feel what he's done and my thought about what he's done. But that thing has been a canker for a minute. And who would we blame? The government. Why won't we blame the government? Because we need a structure for our queens. It's the minister that came and said, look, you've qualified from the group stage. And from the group stage, you have to also take 1,500
US dollars.
$1,500 US and pushed that to $2,000 US. Then said that, okay, getting into the medal stage, I increase it to $3,000. If there's a structure in place, we all know that when you get to this level, this is what you are taking. But like Gabby Riley indicates, look, there's another issue that we are caught in. There's a web we are caught in. Like Gabby Riley says, the girls in their thinking, I'm sure, felt that, Minister Samuel Kenyala. So are we really going to have our 9,500, US dollars? And I've been with footballers before, and I know when you promise them money, there's a bit of Charlie. So the players begin to communicate amongst themselves, and they are forced to take a decision. And it is what's happened in their system. They are footballers, and at the professional stage, whatever that transpires at the professional stage is the same thing that's, of course they begin at the, in want of words, at the preliminary stages of local football before they
basically are saying that there's deep-seated distrust between footballers and administrators in this country when it comes to remuneration and rewards.
There's a big gap between policy, rhetoric, and actual investment in women's football.
Oh,
Ben. I've been with club football.
You mean there's a lot of lip service?
Yes. That is why the girls would have to go to that extent. You get a picture I'm painting. So look, we need to have our things rightly structured with how we want our women's football in particular to go. Because these ladies, like Gabby indicate, they've painted the picture clearer. Yeah. They are able to compete at that level to... And look, Ben, these girls are getting us into that picture of becoming... what's that word that I used the last time? You know, one of the strong forces when it comes to women's football on the continent.
Facts.
Would we want them treated like this?
We need to take advantage of what they've been doing for us, like you're saying, put better structures in place. And it's very easy for us to get ahead in women's football on the continent because, I mean, despite the fact that a lot of the other countries who were not so strong are waking up, a lot of the countries are still sleeping as far as women's football is concerned. You can talk about maybe Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Morocco now. South Africa, Zambia to one extent.
And stay on that South Africa
Most
picture.
teams are sleeping.
South Africa decided to sleep prior to the competition that the Queens went and won bronze. Myself and Gabby puts us through with a South African journalist. What's the name again?
Mayisi Mpumi.
Mayisi Mpumi. And Mpumi as a journalist. And I want to just oppose that with Abi and her reaction. Mpumi was frustrated because he feels that the same picture in South Africa, the women's team of South Africa have been putting the nation
on the
map, on the continent.
And they are not getting the attention they deserve.
And they owe them prior to the tournament the Queens won.
It's a continental thing.
So it's a continental issue.
Respect for women's football.
Maybe if you take out Morocco, then
yeah,
Morocco are serious people.
Maybe
man.
If you take out Morocco, because even the Nigerians that have won.
I think points well made. Let me read a few messages that have come through, and then I'll get to YouTube as well. A call in London says, "Why is your pundit complaining?" I guess it's same with how the media is giving more priority to the Black Stars and other national teams. Personally,
Black Stars is our national identity.
Personally, I think we need to scrap winning bonuses and give national teams packages for winning tournaments. Benjamin Sakite in Achimota says, "Good evening, Sports Panorama. A huge congrats to our magnificent queens for sealing qualification to the next WAFCON. They've done a yeoman's job, and it's time we place some premium on our female national teams. This attitude of delaying their bonuses and other entitlements is nothing to write home about, as it can demoralize the players. Let's not take the girls for granted. They deserve better treatment from the state. Kudos to the queens once again." Dennis from Koforidia says, "Good evening to the crew. The quote is not an official Kavahau account because I saw a similar quote from Yahau." Okay, so I think it's just some parody stuff. There's a lot going on. I'm not sure what's parody and what's not, but hey. Michael Na from my Simon Valco Flat says that I'm asking, please, have you rescued our bell from the grips of Na Oyo Korte? Charlie, you this matter. I will address it at the end of the show.
She addressed us during the week.
I will find time to address them. You see,
They to the address us.
Yeah, they addressed us.
I want to create a banter. Or what?
Even today.
no, you see,
No, I'm not a mistake, right?
No, you see,
I'm not a mistake.
no, you see, hold on. You see, when you are our junior brother, in terms of the show pecking orders, like we allow you to have a few some leeway. Like you came before us. Like Branch has been around before Panorama, but we are still your big brothers. You understand? So you need to relax. Like you need to calm down. You need to take you need to calm down. You need to take a chill pill, and you need to bring back the bell.
Thank you.
I'll get to it later. Anyway, Alvinho from Akosobo says, "Congrats to the Black Queens. I hope Maresca can give Esteval more playing time because the boy is from Brazil and he was born ready." Kwame from Ashorman says, "Good evening, Miketa and Panorama crew. Please, why have you stopped playing the sound bites of the pastor who says he won't advise on Friday? You didn't hear it. You came late. That's why." He says, "Please, I need some." He said, hold on. He says, "I need some advice this evening." Shout outs to Nimdi. You don't need any advice. If he says that he needs advice, it means that he has made up his mind already to be up to no good. Yeah. You don't need advice from anybody, my brother. Yeah. Behave yourself over there. Isaac Kwesi says he's from Aberdeen in Scotland. Oh, Charlie. He says, "We, the online radio listeners, too, are live Man United starts our title charge after beating Forest tomorrow. Thank you, my brother. I'm with you, my brother. The title charge starts tomorrow. Anyway, EL from Koforidua says, and Varys Slot, breaker of records, breaker of losses, breaker of things will be better, father of losses with expensive purchases, father of bad football. I wish him all the best of losses. They haven't seen anything yet. Wow. Lambert in Dodoa says that good evening, Ben and crew. We congratulate the Queens for qualifying to the WAFCON. We wish them well in the main tournament. Let's show them some respect by providing them all they deserve. They must not strike before we attend to their legitimate needs. Ben, we beg you, please leave United alone. Our target is just to avoid relegation. May Slot continue to be slotted. Look at this guy. Let me read some messages from YouTube and then I'll take some more thoughts for my guys. Charlie, the YouTube people, they're yeah, Charlie, hard guys. Ohiming Boache Kweku is also watching from Aberdeen in Scotland. Charlie, we get Aberdeen people in the house. Bismarck I says, Ben, I will buy Panorama a new bell. My contribution to the greatest show on earth. Oh, Charlie.
Now go day.
Oh, Charlie.
Now go day.
Bismarck I.
No more. Now go day.
Sport day.
Present the bell during the week.
Otis Rabia Sadat says, hi guys. As coach always says, we are not going to the World Cup to Joko. Watch out for Arsenal this season. Listening and watching live from London. This one here is from Bernard Kubega. It says, how is Shining Brother One's head holding the headphones without them slipping off?
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie, you guys need to behave.
Respect yourself.
So the analysis that they do, you know, listen.
No.
Charlie, the guy, you mean you keep. This one here is from Ibn Ekufu. He says, can't wait for coach's opinion and analysis on United. Kwekua Brandt here says, Coach, please pray for United tomorrow. Agbante Pyle says, Slot has lost the plot. He make hot. Charlie. Rhymes.
Oh, Charlie.
Slot has lost the plot. He make hot.
This
guy. Okay. This one here is from the real NJ. It says, Abidjan Blues and their red card situation must be analyzed. Kweku Abrantia says, thank God it's Friday from the UK. Kofi Amosu say, I make late. Oh, no, you know, make late. More guys are checking in with the show. Let me take your thoughts on this and then I'll go to coach finally to wrap up the Queen's issues. Yeah, all the issues. I don't know if you want to touch on bonuses or the tournament problem.
But before you come out,
10 seconds.
10 seconds. You know, we must commend the sports minister.
Okay.
From 2020 to 2021, CK Akuno was old.
Yeah.
2021 to 2022, Milovan Rajevac was old. 2024, from the earlier part of the year to March, you know, Chris Hughton was old. Then Otoado, he cleared all of that, plus the women's agitation and the payment as well. I think the minister have done something terrific.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, he declared all the debts?
Yeah, factors.
Wow. That's commendable, actually. That's commendable.
It's there. Coach. That's
definitely commendable.
You see the way I steam Kulem. You finish.
Relax, my brother.
Well, I'll make this very snappy. It's pretty much look, you when these issues come, I always say that look, you need to attack the source, and the source of all this controversy back and forth as a lack of trust. It's that simple. Because if the ministers met you guys and says, oh, relax, the money is coming, and after a while the money isn't coming and you have a big game to play, a big qualifier to play, and pretty much you stage a demonstration or a protest, that just tells me that there's a lack of trust. Because if you believe the person who says, give me a couple of moments, give me a couple of months, your money will be ready, and you still go ahead to pull off this kind of protest, then it means there's a lack of trust between the two entities. Also, it looks like there was a communication gap between the two. Because per what Abeku said, once you are clearing all this amount of money, it will definitely take some time. It will definitely go through certain processes. And so, hence the delay. Because they finished the competition, the WAFCON, I think it was July.
3 months ago.
And so, that's 3 months. And so if the money hasn't come yet, then I think it would have been better if the communication from the sports ministry, the representatives, including the sports minister, should have been a bit clearer. Because if someone is agitated and your communication isn't on point down to a T, there will be some level of misunderstanding.
Facts.
And so I think there was a communication gap between the two, and there is some trust issues. But now it has been settled. Honestly, I wish it didn't come to this end, but it has been settled. And moving forward, I think yes, the communication should be better, and I don't think the trust issue has been solved. Actually, I think it has been worsened, because if clearly some of the ladies gave the information out to journalists that this is what they believe the minister said, then if and he said it in a meeting allegedly, then if I'm the minister, that means if we have future interactions, I can't trust that you keep it
between us.
So trust already, there was an issue there.
I mean, but journalists and players,
might be broken.
Journalists and athletes are also always going to have relationships, though.
Yes.
So there's
No,
also
the players themselves will tell you the journalists.
No, I'm not talking about journalists and players. I'm talking about the ministry and the playing body.
No, I'm saying that there's that, but I'm also establishing the fact that while you expect as a minister or as a person in authority that when you speak on sensitive issues, it stays within the circle of the people you want it to stay within. It's very difficult to control that because athletes will always have relationships with journalists. So, good or bad, there will still be some talking that will happen
at some point. But like I said earlier, the trust issue
has worsened.
Has worsened, and we'll look pretty much the way things are going. It looks pretty much done. I don't think there will be a level of solid trust between the two entities moving forward. But again, the communication, for instance, since this government took over, what has been the communication throughout? That there isn't enough money, and so we need to be taking austerity measures a little bit. And so if I think the ministry, they got caught up in the whole emotions in July, because if it's $1,500 and you're already saying that there isn't enough money, but you go ahead and say, oh, we've turned your draws and even your defeats into a winning bonus, into wins and winning bonus, then it will definitely put pressure on the people who are providing you the money.
Exactly.
That is the Ministry of Finance.
And it will ramp up expectations as well.
Exactly. And so I think he had good intentions. They have the good intentions, but I think they overly committed themselves and put themselves in a very tight hole or a tight corner, and it has led to this. Knowing very well that the processes do definitely take time, especially now that you are undertaking certain levels of austerity measures, and you went ahead to promise that, oh, you've increased the money, and on top of that, even in games where they didn't Kotoko deserve to get that kind of money, you are still going out there to give it to them. And so I think things could have been done better. But moving forward, look, you promised them, not promise, once they are done with their game, if they win latest by a month, it should be provided so that things can be smooth going forward. Their preparations wouldn't be hampered, because they missed 2 days of training sessions, and it was evident in the second leg against Egypt. The first half it wasn't good, and the coach admitted to it that after the game, he admitted in the post-game presser that yes, it affected them. No matter how good you are, if you miss 2 training sessions ahead of a qualifier, looking at all the things that goes into a qualifier, you are definitely going to miss a beat or two. It was in the second half, now that they had gone through full 45 minutes of proper action, that's when they started getting into their gear, and then they started scoring all those goals. So for me, it's just all about putting things in proper perspective, communicating well, and ensuring that moving forward we do not have a repeat of this.
Coach,
no more. You remember the last time we experienced something very similar to this?
Now look at all the good things that Kofi Adams has done, but it has been shrouded by this. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oye muzuve. Eshengbo mocho. Obagbe milo. Maybe Bosani. You remember the last time we went through something similar? We were the laughing stock of the world. We were disgraced. We were embarrassed to the whole world. No more. Look, let me tell you something. This could have been a major tournament. And that would have been the end of our team. Do you know where I am so sad and peeved? I've listened to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, where he spoke about his experience from Brazil. He said, never again would this happen for as long as I remain president of this country. So for everybody who is working for this man, for our president, when it comes to, look, take it or leave it, that was the greatest embarrassment in his first term of office, because this country became the laughing stock of the world. So me amiti I will not accept that from anybody, because my president, our president, have said, he's admitted to it, that this thing, the damage it caused him. No more, come on, Gwamaya for I hate Akoshi can be for wakayo. Akoshi $100. Akoshi no Akoshi $100. We saw all these things. The least we can do, we should be doing, never again, is to make sure when it comes to our national teams, we set the structure straight and go strictly according to them. Look, I have a lot to say. You remember, there was the news that came out that even when the minister, as at the time that the minister was leaving the girls, an agreement had still not been reached, that the girls were bent on not honoring the match. In Getia, we were later told that the moment somebody went in there to talk to the girls had agreed to go and play the match. So somebody who went there to talk to the girls the following morning, all of a sudden, if my minister couldn't come together and come for the girl to, what? Who were those behind that? Who were those management members not doing their job, sleeping on the job, allowing our girls should be focused on football? Rather, they are concerned about money. Only for us to be told that when Kotoko went there the following morning with Alex Asante, everything was smoothing up. The girls had agreed to go and play. If my minister couldn't do that, what can you do? Already you are sleeping on the job. Because there's no way this thing should have gotten to where it got to.
Isn't it a collaborative effort?
That's what I'm saying.
Minister does his bit, FA does their bit.
The girl should not be talking money matter with the minister. So
facts that is established.
The girl should never, Honorable Kofi Adams should not go and sit down with the girls to be talking money matter.
That's a fact.
Where are the management men? Where were Kotoko and his people? Where were they? Couldn't they have told the girl, look, we are the middlemen in here.
That's why you have a management committee.
Exactly. So the moment we were told that the girl couldn't agree with my minister, but rather,
do we know that for a fact that they couldn't agree?
No more.
I mean, you and I were not there.
No more. I don't need to be there. You and I didn't need to be there. But with the point I'm making is, people are sleeping on the job. If you cannot do the job, no more.
Facts.
Honorable Kofi Adams, I trust you. You will call on your machine. Money about sabotage Kofi Adams say what Kotoko. We will never allow that to happen, because Kofi so far has been super magnificent. I mean, there is, look, I've seen so many sports ministers. Honorable Kofi Adams, he's the best I've seen. Maybe the person who come closer to him is Honorable Neil Ante van der Poel.
You mean bonus and arrears clearing Kofi Adams? Chale.
Honorable Kofi Idi Adams.
Cleared the arrears of Houston. Cleared the arrears of
Akono. What you need to know is that Kofi Adams doesn't pay the money. Atu is forcing on this matter. Atu is not forcing.
Oh, don't do that.
No, that's the fact.
But it's bureaucracy.
Oh, that
No, hold on.
Oh no,
but you know how government. Hold on. When you go there, you are calling.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm saying
I'm just saying that you know how bureaucracy
Honorable
works.
Atu finance minister is forcing on this matter. Atu is not forcing. Simple, simplicity.
But he's cleared it.
We shouldn't get there before clearing. So which means
But you know,
there were processes to be followed.
The processes got completed in weekends, everything. This thing should have been clear long ago. That's the point I'm making.
Which is true.
We shouldn't get here.
There's that as well.
That's the point I'm making. So if you are force across board. Yeah, it has and then force across board. Oh, Charlie. Look, Atu is forcing. The dollar is so fast. Everybody is forcing. Atu is forcing. We trust them.
But Atu should pay the money quickly.
That's it. No. What can be in it? Look,
facts.
what the point I'm making is that if you are in a major tournament and these girls decide because of money, they won't train for 2 days. That's why I started. But the last time we were in a similar situation, John Boy and Co. 4 a.m. they were now kissing money. 100 John Boy. We saw it clearly on CNN. Didn't you see it? John Boy was kissing on 100K.
Why is John Boy suffering like this?
Ben,
no, that is the fact.
Ben, you know,
Abotala.
And you maybe
Abotala.
Take time.
But take a better time.
No, when I was with the
last time we got here, we were embarrassed. So we are pleading with them.
I just think the processes need to be expedited.
You see,
that's what it is.
You see,
agreed.
You see,
but Charlie,
what processes in Kwana?
Oh, coach, you have dealt with the state.
June, July. Look, me Donyami. If it has been the Blasters, Sky Kawetri, true or false?
No, coach.
From a major tournament. Oh, Jai the Martin, we've been in this country.
Jai the Martin. Fact, make your point, make progress.
You understand? It has long been paid. But you know what? After praising the minister, I listened to him. No more, no more. Nke Honorable Kofi Idi Adams Pangbe. I listened to him. He said that when they were in Morocco, they took the money, gave the girls the money. Some people stole the money, went back and paid back the money. Then some of the money were used to pay hotel bills. Which hotel bills? Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, you need to come back and clarify that. Which hotel bills? Ya Antea. Which hotel bills?
Wait.
Which? If we're in the tournament,
I think he said that
CAF pays the hotel bill.
Yeah, on 2 different
And
platforms.
to one more hotel bills now, what do you think? They have to come and tell us. No more enemy hotel make more bajiga. Because it doesn't sound right. I am aware that if you go for a major tournament, that is why the moment you are booted out of the tournament, you are given 24 hours to exit.
No, CAF gives you money for such payment.
Because such payment
CAF don't give the money to you directly.
If you come and tell me that you use our money to pay hotel bills for who? For who? Sika edikwa tia imani kaun. Yedi ebi akeshika ko ya pay hotel bill. Na me ya kwaje me. For who? And for that matter, we couldn't pay our ladies money that were due them. I cannot accept that. I can never accept that. The day I meet the minister, I will ask him to clarify that thing to me personally. No more, no more hotel bills now I pay America. Morocco. Because the team, together with the technical team, everybody that went there in the name of FIFA or CAF, the money, hotel bills, feeding, everything is paid for. Tumabeni aya Côte d'Ivoire ni Abakewa Keshin hotel can be 4.something million. When anytime they prepare the budget, then they include hotel bills. even during the tournament. These are monies that are paid for by CAF or FIFA, depending on whoever is the owner of the tournament. So that place, the Honorable Kofi Adams, not. If you go there, we will seek further clarification. My last point on this matter. You know that when they were agitating for the money, the technical team were not considered. Eventually, the money got to the hotel, or the check got there without that of the technical members.
You mean when the monies were being paid?
They had to go back and sign. And as we speak, the technical team, they have been given half of their money. Now them be agree. Ye person otina no ye adwuma ne mayen. Or ye expatriate o. Ejeman say ebe etuni. No ka o pay shika. Coach eleshka la pay fe. How can you do that? How much is it that we have to owe him? We were giving the girl 9,500. If per the way they do their thing, he's entitled to what? ×2 of that money. Why didn't we pay him his money in full? Gabby, you are the one who did the interview. Does the man sincerely look like somebody who is interested in staying on? Jadama,
you spoke to him.
Tobo. I asked him that question.
Tobo.
I mean,
Tobo.
Okay, so
we also asked him at the presser.
Yes.
After the game,
okay, so let me address the hold on. Let me address the bit about hotels coach was speaking about, because I have quotes from the minister here, and this is from a publication on Ghana Web from Monday, 27th October 2025. Now, it says basically that and I quote, "I was out of the country. So when I arrived, the GFA president briefed me about the situation with the Queens.
That's right.
After several failed attempts, he suggested we go and meet them. I told them it's true we owe them and that the government is going through the necessary processes to secure approval.
Sure.
The debt arose because in presenting the estimate for that tournament, a significant portion of their accommodation costs was scrapped. In the end, we had to use part of the bonus allocation to cover accommodation expenses. And this was communicated to them. We assured them that the bonuses would be paid, including all their per diems for the tournament. Personally, I gave them 10,000 Ghana cedis to support them. So if we've done all this, it shows our commitment to settling the debts," he said in tree. So I think what we need clarification on is the accommodation on whether that was our cost to bear or the cost for the tournament. Because I know the tournament organizers typically bear cost for accommodation.
Before we go into a tournament, there will be monies for preparation, ahead of the tournament.
Yeah.
He should come and clarify.
Let's just clarify.
After the tournament, wherever you get to, they add up all of the monies per stage you get to, and then pay afterwards.
So that includes accommodation. Are you implying that they we pre-finance our accommodation and then they pay back? It's very possible. No, I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
It is the truth.
I beg when you look now organize tournament now on him say ABC the air ban on better and your calf nature more has it teams we baha no matter another day.
How?
What are you talking about? So you go and incur debt
before the tournament, as part of your preparation, you need a delegation that would go to wherever.
No, but if you are sending a delegation, I'm not talking about delegation here.
I'm explaining.
I'm saying that. The point I'm making is that the minister said that monies were used to pay accommodation. I want to seek further clarification on that matter.
Facts.
What type of accommodation? Is the accommodation that the minister is referring to when the tournament was ongoing? If the tournament is ongoing and we have to tell us that we are free finance, CAF will reimburse.
Yeah.
Now I'm say CAF to me cow. But so can somebody try that? So if you leave the matter open, you more try na go na kind. So we'll come back and seek clarification.
Ben, I think so. Now the minister has to come and clarify.
That is what I'm saying.
Because
come and clarify.
What you read, right? I heard him speak on another platform.
That's right.
Again, saying the same thing.
Yes.
That they had to use
part of have the money for the
Can't have
girls
money
to
for
go and pay
Myself,
accommodation.
I was struggling to understand.
And the
because
point I'm making is
And
that
I've always known that, like
Why
Coach is
should
saying,
that money-
I have known that.
why should the
I
girls
have
money
known
be
that
used to pay accommodation?
tournament organizers give you accommodation.
Yeah.
But I also know that there's a very big possibility that you can pre-finance that
Yeah.
arrangement
Yeah.
and
So,
be reimbursed.
so in Kenya, the point I'm making is that
We need
why
clarification.
should money meant for the girls be used to pay for the accommodation?
Ben,
Didn't you know that when we
think
get there, we go and pay for the
I can
accommodation?
give an example to what
Didn't you know
I'm
that?
trying to say. When Ampim Dakwan ladies were going to compete in the CAF Women's Champions
Yeah.
League, I think it was Felix. He's with the team, right? So he said something like that. So you'd have to take care of the accommodation now, like when you get there.
Yeah.
Then CAF reimburses you later. You get it. So
As part of
whatever.
tournament
Yeah.
expense.
So how many days you stayed there? And maybe you did group stage and
so-
then later I'll come. So,
so-
maybe
so-
now the minister has
so
to come in.
That,
So now listen.
that would make sense because
listen.
they don't know how long you are even going to be in the
Exactly.
tournament.
That would make sense on grounds that if you didn't know you were going to pay accommodation. But if you knew that you're going to, you don't use money meant for the girls to go and pay accommodation. I bet they could be in Ketia. If you know you sent me somewhere and you come
No,
and pay
but,
my
but, no, but he explained this. He says that in the quote, he says that the debt arose because in presenting the estimate for that tournament, a significant portion of their accommodation cost was scrapped. He said it. So I think there must have been some calculation or projection mishaps in there
That's what I'm
or
saying.
deficits in there
when you
that could have
speak-
created
when
that
you
problem.
speak and you leave it like that, you are creating room for ambiguity.
Which is fair.
And the point I'm making is that
There needs to be
if
clarification. on
we
this.
have pre-finance, CAF will reimburse. If I'm the one commenting, I will add that so that Nimble will not come and sit here and be saying what he's saying.
Fair.
The last point I'm making on this matter, with all humility, the Black Queens bonus of $1,500 a match, Charlie, is woefully inadequate. If I don't think we should be paying the Black Stars $10,000 per match, I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is that we've got peers on the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
We've got countries that are far richer and better off than us. They themselves, they are not paying that amount of money. If you go to a country like Nigeria, they pay per diem and they give their players $1,000 per match. If you qualify for a major tournament at AFCON, they give you $20,000 for qualification. You see the way they do it? They pay their players per diem. I think that per diem is $150 or $200. When Osimhen comes, he takes, I think, $200. I stand to be corrected on this. But I am aware that the Nigerians will pay Osimhen $1,000 for showing up and come and playing for Nigeria. If at the end of the qualification series, Osimhen qualifies, each of them gets $20,000. But we have decided to say $10,000 in addition to $150 per diem. 10,000, take 5,000. When you qualify, come and take the other $5,000. I think that is too much money. The pride for playing for Ghana is gone. So we can see the need to even pay somebody who carry coals, who carried balls, Mami Landy, who carry beeps. These are some of the reasons why we are paying those undeserved money. So obi okukru cones okita ball bag me no the abonichi day what the abonichi day no okita balls na what the $8,000 a match
Back in the day.
no, even if you are giving them $4,000 that is too much money. Hey, Ghana cones carrier, Ghana beams carrier, Odges Captain Osimhen Odges Captain Black Queens per gamer. Look at this. Look, don't laugh about this matter. Shiny brother, don't. This is a serious matter. Look, listeners, those of you listening, listen to this. The one who carries the balls,
Equipment guy.
equipment,
Cones, you call him an equipment
balls, ice chairs, and those things for the Black Stars. They were taking it. Mami Landy.
He's called an equipment
Why you
officer.
hammering on balls?
No, let me balls. Is it not balls? Football.
But he's an equipment officer.
Okay, the equipment officer of the Black Star. What does he do?
Balls.
They carry balls.
They make sure that
cones.
equipment are in play. Everything.
What are the equipment? Balls, cones, beeps, and those things, every equipment officer per game is given. They were paid $8,000. Honorable Kofi Adams has slashed it to 4. Look, the equipment officer of the Black Star takes more money than the Black Queen. Jesus Christ. Than Azamati. Than what is the fair colored girl who plays with the number 8 jersey? Chantal. Oh my! Look at her flair.
But they'll tell you that this is the Black Star. This is the pinnacle of it.
So the Coles man should be paid 8,000.
It's too much.
Kofi Adams won Pabo 5.
Or 4,000.
But
now.
just a quick one. Just a quick one on what Coach says. I think in a way, right? If you ask me, when it comes to the qualification bonus for the Queens and the Stars, I think it should be revised. If you ask me, I think that
it should be revised.
We can actually raise the Queens bonus
up a bit and cut this one small.
Yes, if we can have 5,000 each for the Queens and the Stars, I think that will make sense. Then now, or maybe we take away the qualification bonus. We take away the bonuses for the games, and then when we qualify, we qualify. I mean, when
like you said,
yes,
so you just pay per DMs.
Exactly.
When you qualify, you pay a lump sum.
Osimhen takes $200 per day. He is not paid 7 days if he spends 3 or 4 days in camp. The number of days Osimhen spends, that's the money they give them.
Fact.
And when they come and they finish the game, they are going, oh, yeah, $1,000. When you qualify, then they give you $20,000.
That's how
That's what Nigeria. Why are we paying the amount of money we are paying? Coles officer is taking more money than the Black Queens players.
I definitely think our bonus structure needs a looking
need to be
at.
revised.
We really,
Honorable Kofi Adams, I trust you.
We really move
You are
like
doing the job. You complete this job for us before we go to
we
the
move
World
like
Cup.
we are an
Kofi
Arab state.
Adams, honorable. That's my boss.
Arrears clearing Kofi Adams.
Oh,
Charlie.
Hey, look, I have never believed and trusted any sports minister throughout my life than Honorable Kofi Adams. I'm telling you today. That is why I say it and then look, right now,
Don't do this.
Obahima just passed on. So I know Kofi is
He's in a solemn state.
Yeah, he's in a solemn state. But once everything is sorted, our former first lady is buried, everything decent. Kofi will take off. Once he takes off, there's no turning back.
Thank you.
Honorable Edie. Unbelievable.
Let's take a break here on the show. Show proudly brought to us by Betway. Now, Betway says it's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer. Place bets and share your codes with friends, fans, and followers. If they place bets using your code, you will earn 4% of their wager. It doesn't matter whether it's a win or loss. If they bet with your code, you earn 4% cash off their wager amount. Now, this means the more people bet with your code, the more you will earn. Start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer, exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Show also brought to us by Twisco. Let's take nice one. Let's take a quick break here on the show. We'll be right back.
Powder. Loco shoe. This advert is FDA approved.
Is there anything better than winning a bet? Well, with Betway's world first bet influencer feature, there is now. When you place a bet with Betway, you will generate a unique code. By sharing these codes, you will earn 4% of every wager in cash. And when word starts spreading, the returns start rising. No matter the outcome, you can score big. It's easy to create your own codes. Choose your favorite teams and send to your friends anytime, anywhere. So, what are you waiting for? Start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer. Brought to you by Betway. Watch the next video for all the details. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. Sports Panorama 97.3 City FM. Let me do a few YouTube messages before we go. Show proudly brought to us by Betway, Twisco, and Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Mix. Yao Belma says, Coach should allow Abeku to flow. The guy vex wa. No, Abeku is your good friend. This why says.
One smooth, one chop.
He says. More messages coming through.
The concoction I do more.
More I was about to say more concoction on the two. Charlie, I'm even surprised. Anyway, this one here says that a minister has to come. The minister has to cut the money of the equipment officer. If we are to be serious as a nation, I think that's what they're trying to say. Yeah, those monies need looking at. Let's get into some Premier League action this weekend. Let's get to the weekend. Sean Dyche is up against Man United at the City Ground.
Slot is up against Una Emery. That's what you be saying first.
Let me give you a few interesting facts. So they say Forest scored 3 goals from 7 shots in their first half of the opening Premier League matches this season against Brentford. In their 17 halves of football since then, they have scored just 2 goals. Wow, that's interesting. Man United have won their last 3 Premier League matches, their best run in one season since a run of 4 in February 2024. Interesting. Forest have lost 6 of their last 7 Premier League matches, including the last 4 in a row without scoring. They haven't lost 5 in a row since October 2022. So this is a very interesting challenge for them when you go into it. They've won their last 3 games against United, last winning 4 consecutively against the Red Devils between February 1909 and 1910. So
these are the things that I describe as rubbish and will stop. The one at Anfield just got stopped. Tomorrow to this one will be stopped.
Now they say United have lost their last 2 away league games against Forest.
Yes.
Last losing 3 in a row at the City Ground between 65 and 67. Now Forest have lost 6. Okay, I read that already. United have won 3 of their last PL matches, best run. Okay, all of that. Sean Dyche is in the dugout for Forest tomorrow. Let me stay with you. Very conservative game. We're likely to see a park the bus long ball strategy. How does Amorim respond to this? Your title contending Man United team, how do they respond to this?
Yes, Sean Dyche want to
title contending.
Oh yes,
lie low.
Nobody can try and deny that they are not title contenders.
That's what happened to Chelsea last season. They said, we are not title contenders. And the next thing they really were title contenders.
For the fact is, after being 15th, 16th in the no United supporter ever said you are going to win the league.
You don't need to say I'm saying it for you.
Please beat Forest this weekend. Do you know
where
I'm going?
I don't care where I'm going. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, we know that we are playing not to be 15th again or 16th again. Anything better than 15th.
You are saying what you like. Me, I say you are
so now,
contenders.
The point I make. So you see, tomorrow's game, it's going to be a very difficult game. But I look at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
I know they are hurting. They are wounded. They want to quickly bring back their season on track. On the part of United, their next 4 games starting from tomorrow, 3 of them will be away from Old Trafford. From tomorrow, when they are done, they go to what? Spurs. They come home, and I think they go to, I've forgotten. I think, yeah, they come home to Everton, then they go home to another team. If you are Ruben Amorim, Shondag will want to play the long balls. What you need to do, at some point in time, allow them to also dominate possession. Because that happens to be one of, because there are proper outlets in the United team now. There's Matthias Cunha, there's Mbumo, there's Ahmad, there's Shesko. These are proper, these are not
title winners.
These are not Garnacho.
These are title winners.
Marcus Rashford.
Say it, my brother, say it.
Jadon Sancho, Anthony, no. These are proper outlets. And these guys will thrive when there is space. Even when there is no space. Matthias Cunha, Brian Mbeumo will make a way. For United to win tomorrow, they need to score first. I think if they allow Nottingham Forest to score the first goal, it will be an extremely difficult game because the supporters would then play the game for the home team. You don't want that to happen. And I listened to Amorim yesterday. He highlighted all these little details. He said we should win the tackles. Don't even allow them to win those tackles, because when they win and the supporters, then every adrenaline level is changed. By the time you realize you are struggling to stay with the pace of the game. Don't get me wrong. They've got some good players. Gibbs White is a very good player. Hodgson Odoi, whether you like it or not, he's one of the tried and trusted player in that team.
Future Black Star Callum Hudson-Odoi.
No two ways about that. If his form were to improve, he will come to the Black Stars and help the team.
Goodness.
So United, in recent times, apart from the game against Brentford, I think every United game I've watched, they've started the game very well. Tomorrow cannot be an exception. Even the game they lost against Arsenal, they started very well. The game they lost to Man City, they started very well. We saw them against Liverpool. We saw them against Fulham. We saw them against Sunderland. We saw them against Burnley. These were games where United started very well. So tomorrow cannot be an exception. And I think that if they start the game that they've started all their previous games, or majority of their previous games, I expect them to score. And once they score first, and now give Nottingham the chance to chase the game, that is where the spaces will now be created for the Mbumo Cunha Sesko combination to go and cause more harm, aided by Ahmad. So the first goal, in my view, is very important. If Forest scores first, then the pack the bus from Shondag will be very evident. And the danger to that is that as you thrive to equalize, you lose the ball, your defensive shape is not there. One pass, they are on the counter attack. I think they would have been even more dangerous as a team if they had Elanga in their fold. You saw last season when they beat United. Was it last season?
It was last season.
That Elanga's goal from a Manchester United corner. The next 10-15 seconds, the ball was in the Manchester United net. The Forest team, as we watch today, they don't have any player with the blistering pace of Elanga. So that, in my view, is an advantage to United. Look, if I'm in the dressing room, that first goal, in my view, will be very, very important. We know how they're going to play. We need to compel them to step out of that zone. And the best way to do so is to score first, get them to chase the game, and let your creative players, Bruno Fernandes, Matthias Cunha, Mbumo, Ahmad, and then Sesko, let them influence the game. But look, truth be told, I will be massively disappointed if United don't win tomorrow. They need to make it 4 out of 4. Go to Spurs the following week, because Spurs would have gone to Europe. When they come home, you go there after 7 days. Kake, you mellow them. Then you welcome the other day, you mellow them. Look, everything is going on.
The title is coming home.
I didn't say the title
The title is coming home.
Everything is going on as planned.
You don't believe you can win a title from being 15?
No, they can't win the title.
Oh, Charlie.
Because they don't have depth in midfield. And Mbumo, Ahmad will be going to the AFCON. I want to see United when those two guys are going around. How are they going to cope? In my view, those would be crucial. I think if it were to go on time and Cameroon or Cote d'Ivoire were to go further into the tournament, they are missing close to 7 big games. And some of the games are against Chelsea, against Arsenal. These are very big games you want your best players to be part of. So United cannot say they are going to win the league. For me, I wish they get Champions League football. If they get Champions League football, you know I've already predicted.
Yeah.
Stick to this manager. And in his 3rd year, the cup will come home.
Just like Jim Ratcliffe said.
Yes.
3rd year, 3
In
years.
the 3rd year.
3 years.
Jim Ratcliffe calls him Ruben. They have a personal
That's
relationship.
what-
I mean, Amorim is going nowhere.
Who's going nowhere? Where is he going?
Title
As for that
attempting.
one, the single digit belief.
Title scoping.
Abe, why are they papa? They papa now. Them single digit. The man some no kind. Hey, papa, why are they papa?
Hey, I beg you, cheer up over there on the show. How you doing? Your face.
Ale, all that.
Original script.
Anyway,
The
let me
man
talk.
crowd for sending the script.
They are sending him. He has to go and do Siena very soon. He's going over his scripts. Anyway, y'all talk to me about that game between Arsenal and Burnley. Arsenal, you want to go? Where do you want to go? Agbena.
Oh, I've been for
Hey.
Oh, Charlie, the way the people they heat up. Nah,
So it's a pulling away at the top.
Oh yeah. They
Arsenal-
definitely
Arsenal
win.
Burnley.
They will definitely win. If
Charlie, but you know that Arsenal have gone the entire October without conceding.
yeah, that's
They
the
say-
thing.
Yeah, I said Raya has to work from home.
That's
I
the
was
thing
telling you the
because
last time.
look,
Raya can work remotely.
they can struggle or they might even struggle to even score a goal. But what you are not worried about is they conceding a goal. And once you are able to pretty much shut out Burnley,
Yeah.
and knowing very well that when push comes to shove, you can get Gyökeres to bundle in a goal.
Gyökeres has not scored in a while.
Yeah,
Actually.
he hasn't scored in a while, but I mean, we saw the kind of goals that he scored in the Champions League. Yeah, they weren't your typical strikers goal, but at the end of the day, he needed that, and he managed to get the ball into the net. And so when I look at that brilliant defensive record that Arsenal have, and the fact that they can throw in multiple options in front of goal to be able to get a goal.
Yeah.
I understand that Gabriel Martinelli isn't likely to play in this game, but I mean we've seen Trossard come in and provide some couple of goals in here and there, and so for me, straightforward win for Arsenal. I don't see them having an issue dispatching Burnley. They might not score as many goals as you expect. Maybe they might get a 2-0 win. They might not score as many goals as you expect, but at the end of the day, they'll get the job done. That's pretty much it.
Let me talk about Spurs versus Chelsea. That's a good game. Just give me your thoughts on that, then I'll move to our break.
Tottenham and Chelsea. Considering Chelsea's record streak, it's a London derby. Yes, in midfield, Tottenham Hotspur have some quite athletic guys. They are a little bit stiff in terms of their creativity and a little bit limited in terms of their creativity. But in terms of their work rate, Papesa and company, they are on point. And I think they can easily match this Chelsea intensity in the middle. Then it will be down to what you have in defense. And I tip Tottenham Hotspur to get one
over
at
Chelsea.
least one over Chelsea. I don't see them being able to just run away from Chelsea. It will be a very close game, knowing very well that they are not the best of teams when it comes to, or best performing teams when it comes to their home games.
Yeah.
And so that's the little bit of
they've been better away from home.
Yes, they've been better away from home. So
But
that's
are
a
we
little
scoring
bit,
for Chelsea?
that's the little bit. I mean,
Because
Joao Pedro.
Pedro 2 months on board shot on
but
target.
Liam Delap has also been suspended for this game.
But in Ketayawe,
So-
2
Yeah.
months on board shot on target.
That's
so
just
that
crazy
that,
to think
that could be a
about.
bit problematic, and that's why I honestly believe that when looking at the defense and the attack force,
They have Gittins.
Yeah.
They have Gittins.
Tosin is around.
yeah,
Tosin.
Tottenham Hotspur will nick it.
Let me talk to
Hotspur
Abeku on Amorim, because one, you were heavy team Amorim before he arrived. Looks like your belief wavered along the way, and now the team is winning again. I want to find out what your stance is on the manager. Has your stance changed? Where have you been all along this while? And are you title contenders, or am I just trying to be mischievous? Are you title contenders?
Let us not even get into that picture first off, because I love managers who listen.
Why shouldn't we get into that picture
Because
first off?
he himself had, he admitted that he's listened and adapted to the league. And that's the crucial part of the whole narrative.
Yes, on the ground, Amorim.
Amorim was listening to
listening.
Because
listening tactician Amorim.
There are facts, Ben, to attest that he's changed from something. And the numbers are there. If you observe what was happening last season with the goalkeeper, Onana, he was having a lot of errors even when he went long.
Individual errors, yeah.
Now United has gotten
Lomans.
They brought Samens.
and Lomans has gotten.
They have Atamens are imposed now. Nothing can go wrong.
So if you are I'll be check it. Please go.
They say Michael.
No, he doesn't want to invite pressure.
This guy was saying a lot. You're dropping a lot of appellations on him. But when I say you are title contenders, you want to.
No, what I said was that if this is what he's going to bring, ooh la 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 la.
I need to get Kwati. I need you to cut that section from scorecard last Sunday when he was waxing lyrical about Lomens and was doing the. I need you to cut that bit for me.
You see nothing there.
I go take one or two things. I mean, could please continue for me.
Man, you see, Lomens made about 37 long passes on that day. Against Sunderland, he improved it to 45. At Anfield. And that's where accurate long balls.
Statistical United.
Statistical banana make what?
Top dog. Go on.
And it's instrumental because it has set Mbomo into that beast. We knew him.
But then he would have set one.
Mbomo.
The two of you they vex me for this.
Bomb.
The two of you are Cameroonians or what?
I had said bomb.
The two of you are Cameroonians or what? Grinding Belmo, please.
You get it? And it has set the guy up. Hence the goals the guy is getting for the club. When Onana was last season, Ruben Amorim with United, there were a lot of short balls in the area, and they were losing a lot of balls in the third half.
Yeah.
In United's defensive area. Now the goalkeeper that is in the post between the sticks for United has earned the trust of the three guys in front of him. So even at a point where, the instructions were direct from Ruben Amorim for Onana, but he seemed to struggle. That if you feel there's a difficulty in going short, go long. But he knew he didn't have that. Of course, there was pressure on him. He had performed brilliantly at Inter and what have you. But the pressure he could not manage.
He was doing his own thing at United.
Fantastic. Now, if you check the number of short passes, in United's area, and just opposing that with the long passes in United's game in general, it is 50-50. The goalkeeper has, in terms of percentage, if you strike that, the goalkeeper he's learned to share balls within areas where it does not invite pressure for the club. This is progress. Because
all these are tactical changes from Amorim.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh man.
How about something like
Oh man.
No messing at all.
You mean ever listening Amorim?
Charlie, what can do na pardon where you need to.
Yes, on the ground Amorim.
No, pardon over
Charlie.
Don't pardon over you need to. Nottingham Forest, Tottenham Hotspur. It be done deal.
Miss obey anything.
So then you'll be contending for the title then.
No, let us not.
But why? But
the owner of the team himself, he's established that this manager will need time.
You see, forget about the owner of the team. Numbers don't lie. The numbers say that if you go on the trajectory that you are currently going on, you go and win 3 more matches based on how other things go with other teams. You are in the title hunt.
No, not in title. Top 4. The target for United now is top 4. Play Champions League football, or maybe top 5 now, right?
No, we need Champions League so that we will bring them some more.
The people are trying to deflect that.
And the big news is the butcher is back.
So basically, you're saying that you are still Tim Amorim. I'm
Tim Amorim because he's learning. He granted an interview today. There's an interview in Manchester United.
You like a learning manager?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But the back three hasn't changed. Isn't it?
Fantastic. 4-3 for me, solid.
Talk to me about Spurs Chelsea again. And coach raises a good point about.
I wanted to do Liverpool.
No, I'll take you there. So let's do Spurs Chelsea. Then we'll do Liverpool. Okay. But on the Chelsea bit, where do they get goals from? Are you worried about Joao Pedro because exploits at the Club World Cup? just had everybody excited. All of a sudden, he's tailed off. And in fact, if I was Chelsea manager, he wouldn't be seeing the pitch if you've been blank for that long. But I think Maresca looks around and he has no option, so he has to play him.
I'm not too surprised with Pedro's form. I think the last game he played was 7 games without a goal or assist. If you've paid particular attention to what he was doing at Brighton, there were glimpses. There were games that he never showed up. But you would have to... I would want to blame Maresca a bit. There are some games when I see that he wants to play Pedro as the 10. So drop steps, maybe he plays Tariq George as the 9. When you do that to him, in Pedro playing as a 10, then you find him also operating as the one finishing. Because the one in front of you or ahead of him is not that good in Tariq or whoever he plays there. Sometimes you see Pedro Neto. All right. So I think Maresca has not done himself some great good in terms of how he wants to get the best out of the player. And Pedro himself sometimes lacks discipline. He loses it when things are not going his way. You can actually tell. Flies in some very funny tackles, attracting. He's just unfortunate. He's just fortunate that he's not attracted a red card. Because I think if he continues on that trajectory,
the red card epidemic will get to him.
In fact, Todd Boehly would also get it, because at this point Chelsea are just attracting everything. But it's a very, very difficult situation for Chelsea at the moment, because he came in, started so well at the Club World Cup. I thought that for once Chelsea could rely on a striker who could give them 15 goals a season, and then they can count themselves in the top 4. I've always maintained that Chelsea is not going to compete for the title, but for the top 4 race of 5, they'll get there. But then again, the goals have dried up for the young man. Now, who would they have to rely on? Nobody, because Gittins is not Gittinson. He's not doing anything.
He scored a Trivela goal off the post, I think, in the cup competition.
Yes,
The Carabao Cup. It's got a brilliant goal. Brilliant.
Tariq George is being outmuscled by the defenders in the Premier League. Delap, who came in, that I thought that...
I can't believe Tariq George actually starts or plays for Chelsea's first team. He's not good.
He was even about to be sent on loan. I think he had to stay. Delap, who came in, that
Tariq George starting or playing for Chelsea.
that Maresca will rely on, also attracted a red card.
Yeah,
also suspended.
A very silly red card.
So now you asking me,
you're asking
yourself
Chelsea players
who would get a
red card.
What yeah, but you know what I think has brought up this red card conversation is that I think Chelsea are suffering from playing in the Club World Cup. Because some of the players are really exhausted. Yes. If you pay particular attention to the way Chelsea play,
it's not now. It will show up somewhere.
And I agree with Coach. Go and look at the red cards the players have attracted. The latest one from Gusto, I believe. Very funny tackle. Like, go and look at it. You can actually tell that they are worn out. And even the coach himself is actually suffering from that.
If you are worn out before December, they will be brave.
Yeah, so look, it's and like I said, Maresca himself has not done himself. I think sometimes overthink issues, because in their last game against Sunderland, it was pretty clear that the changes he did. I think there was one player who was struggling, kept him on the pitch, continued with that same style of play, did the substitution, it backfired, and then Sunderland got the equalizer. And then they got a winning goal. And so the buck stops with Maresca himself. I don't think he's doing himself any good. And I've said this at the start of the season. I said 2 things were going to hamper Chelsea's season. One was the coach, and the second was Chelsea's backline.
Chelsea's
backline. Look,
and this is the same backline that you guys say that Mohamed Salisu can't
Chelsea's backline.
And maybe the same backline that you guys say Alexander Djiku can
play. See, he
was holding weight. And you will say Mohamed Salisu can play for this Chelsea team.
Chelsea fans should just stung their stars that Sanchez has not started his stuff. He's quite decent, but the back 4 in Chalobah, Tosin, Gusto. I think the only exception has to do with Kukureya, who I think that is inverting one and is giving Chelsea some bites when you're
correct. He's had like a crazy
when it
last
comes to
2
defending
years.
he's good, but he alone cannot do the job. And so that 3 at the back, And I'm very disappointed in Chaloba and Tosin, especially for Tosin. No, why am I even disappointed in Tosin? Because he was not even that
Tosin,
good.
he was free. He was free. You people got him for free.
And that's why now they have to rely on who? A champion. The youngster cannot do it on his own. So that back line,
future that 3 lion, just a champion.
Let's not do this.
If he continues with this form, he's going to the World Cup for 33 lions.
I agree.
Facts.
That back line and the head coach in Maresca, I think would be Chelsea's undoing. And I think it has started. It's even about to get even more worse when December comes in January, because now you have to be playing a lot of football. That's where you get real tested if you are going to get into the top 4 or you are competing for the title. But that game, it's at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, right? I really think Spurs will win. I don't think Chelsea have got the physicality to match what Spurs are doing, especially in the midfield. Maybe if you want to look at just Caicedo, that maybe can go toe-to-toe with who? I think Sa. Apart from him, we are going to see Andre Santos. I don't think he's going to be matching whoever who plays in Spurs' midfield. And Spurs again themselves lost in their last game, right?
Yeah.
They would want to reply.
No, Spurs won their last game. They beat Everton 3-0 away from home at the Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah. What makes it difficult is that it's in Spurs' home ground, and that's way more difficult. And to add to who Chelsea will rely on to score the goals, there's nobody there. So I think Spurs will be winning this for me. For Liverpool,
stay on Liverpool, and then I'll go to coach on that.
Look, you look at Liverpool's run, right? It's just one win in what? 6 games in all competitions.
They need to lose more matches.
In 6 games in all competitions.
They need to lose more matches.
And I say that Arne Slot is just in an uncharted situation. I think
he'll be fired as soon as possible.
It will be the first to go in 4 games without a win. I don't think he's seen this before. If you look at his career at AZ Alkmaar to all the way to Liverpool, and he's lost it. But can you blame him? You can't blame him that much, because this season alone, he's chopped and changed the starting 11.
Why is he? If the man is the one chopping and changing, why can't you blame him?
Than last season. And Ben last week he said something that now Slot is even blaming long throw-ins as a weapon on doing his team.
His pressures have become so hard to listen
I asked myself this simple question. Is Slot alone the only team suffering from this long throwing? Chelsea themselves have gone through it.
Maresca also complained about it.
So when I find a manager complaining and not fixing the problem, I find you as the problem. You get it? But Liverpool fans say that we should show him the exit door. I disagree with that. Look,
totally.
I disagree. I think
look at these people. you are defining me.
No. But why would you want?
This is not a journalistic opinion. This is an agenda opinion.
He spent what, 450 million pounds on signings. About 6 or 5 players. Significant signings. It's just Hugo Ekitike who's hit the ground running. The other players are struggling.
Grounds to be sacked.
Yep.
If we buy a player for you for 150 million and you don't know what to do with the player, you need to sack
but
him.
he has to deal. He's dealing with injury concerns to the club.
To who?
Oh, is he not dealing with?
He has players on the bench who he can play. He doesn't play them.
To accept any excuse when it's another team, but when it's another team there,
I hope.
I've maintained that point. That I mean, prior to this, I said that he would have to tell the whole world that spending that money or winning the PL last season
was no fluke. Yeah.
But he struggled to actually get the best out of the team.
I hope Unai Emery sent him his strategy, formation, and plans for the game.
Ben, this a simple question. Look at the signings he brought in. If he asks me, Jeremy Frimpong, is he better than Trent?
No.
Is he better than Trent? No. Right? Who again came in? Julian Viet. You know Liverpool have been operating for
Florian.
Sorry, Florian. Why do I keep on saying
Florian Viet?
You like Julian Draxler.
Yeah. I don't know why. I think Liverpool for a number of seasons we're not dealing with having a proper 10. Right? They were always going with a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
But now Slot has to. He's brought in a 10 that he's actually struggled to get the best out of the 10. And the player himself is struggling to deal with or to adapt with the physicalities of the PO. So that's on the player and that's on the coach himself. Another question I want to ask is that Hugo Ekitike started so well. I don't think that's money that was spent on Isak was necessary. I think not getting Gay
has affected Liverpool.
Has affected and will continue to affect them because now Gay's contract with Palace will end, and I hear the player wants to go to Spain.
Charlie, Barcelona and Real Madrid are circling.
So not getting him, I think, was always going to be Liverpool's problem at the back, and it's showing because that last game against the one they lost. Go and look at Konate. And the defending he was doing.
Brentford.
He was running like he was carrying blocks on his back.
There was no way he was going to catch.
I hope that Unai Emery sent Klopp Slot the tactics for the game and the strategy that he plans to play on the ground so that Slot can press. I hope so.
And what to finish up, what makes it difficult is that now they are going to play a team that has already beaten Manchester City in Aston Villa, who themselves are actually struggling under Unai Emery. But I think in the last
they're on the come up.
Yes,
Villa
they're on
on
the
the come up.
Good run. So that's another difficult
Liverpool
game. What makes it worse is that when you look at Liverpool's
run of games,
look,
let me
form they are on.
After Aston Villa, they'll play Real Madrid in the Champions League. After Real Madrid, they play Man City.
Good, and that's why I don't subscribe to that starting 11 I saw against Palace in the Carabao Cup. Because I'm coming because I thought
them. He was
good. I thought that for a team that was lacking confidence, coach, and you are a coach, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I thought that, and especially facing a team that won the FA Cup, they're the defending champions, right?
Boogie Boys.
Good. Why don't you go with your senior players? Because you've not the dressing room.
Yeah, so
is
like
not
I say,
healthy.
so Real Madrid, Man City, Forest, Eindhoven, West Ham, Sunderland. Not bad.
Oh no, it's the next three that's more important.
They can lose all those three.
Aston Villa,
no, but
Real Madrid,
they need to lose those
Man
emphatically so that it will pierce John W. Henry's heart.
Annie Slot is not going anywhere.
Oh, why are you doing this?
Annie Slot. La 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 la.
See man's face. You know what?
Annie Slot. La 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 la. Oh, Annie Slot.
What chant or song?
La 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 la. That's the song he used to sing. Look, Ingeti, just before I talk about Liverpool, and I want to highlight something about Arsenal. You know they are my pick to win the season, is it? To win the league. So far, so good. But I'm a bit worried. It's become like a one-goal project. It's become like all they need to do is to score that goal. Can't break us down if you can. That is fantastic. I will want my team to win games where I don't need to score more than the goal. That is, I'm not compelled to do so.
Yeah.
One is more than enough. And it's only a good and an excellent team that guarantees you that. But my worry here, if the team gets used to that, with all the attacking players they've got, the day they get pegged back against a quality opposition, finding a way to come back and go and win will be very difficult because it is something that they will not be used to doing. You've bought a renowned goal scorer. Maybe the word renowned for Jokerit is overly too harsh, or like
it's overemphasized.
It's overemphasized. But the reason why I will repeat that word again, if I'm given a chance to describe the young man, is because I've seen him.
His recent goal record speaks for him.
In this Arsenal jersey, that when you put the chance there, he puts it away.
Yeah.
As to why Arteta is allowing Saka, Martinelli, Trossard stay to play as if there's no number 9 in the team, it's a bit worrying to me. Because I watch Arsenal play and I look at Saka when he picks the ball on the right hand side. There are times where when he does it, he comes onto his left foot. Watch Jokerit. He's moving in anticipation that the cross will come. Then Saka would chalk again. And then he chalks again.
But if he's playing as an inverted winger, he's barely going to cross the ball.
And I'm looking at him and I say, look, as an orthodox winger, you cannot be once you are left unless you go onto the left.
Exactly.
But once you're on the right, you see, crosses are very dangerous as well when they are coming in as in swingers.
Yep.
For those ones, all the striker needs to do is a glance, and it's in the back of the net. I want to see them do a bit more. I want to see them create for the young man, because I foresee, just as it choked them last season, where they overly relied on set pieces. And you remember in the last 10 games, it was very difficult for them now to even score via set pieces. A time will come teams will figure them out. And they're going to block that way to go via a set piece. And now the open play is what is going to matter. Yes, Eze scored from an open play last week.
Yeah.
But you need...
Even that was a dead ball.
That was a dead ball that got
yep.
in the second ball, then he planted it. When are they going to be free scoring? I think they've got the quality. And the manager will have to at least weaken his tactic or the rigid nature of that tactic.
Just loosen up a little.
A bit. Because look, for example, tomorrow, can they go and play Burnley and do that one goal thing?
Oh yeah.
Then if you do that, everybody expect them to beat Burnley. That is why, because this league is also won on goals aggregate or goals difference. This is one of the opposition I expect Arsenal to go in there and score at least not less than 3.
Oh, you won't get it. You get 2-0.
So if they are going, then I'll be looking at it and say, oh, okay. If this is the way you are going to go, I look forward to the day you concede first. And those days will surely come. That is what I want to say about them. Find a way of bringing the best out of your number 9 because he's there. Technically, Gyökeres is not good. He's not the flamboyant type.
Nope.
His footwork cannot be compared to that of Benjamin Sesko.
Charlie.
No, it's factual.
How did you put this in?
No, but Sesko picks up the ball and he dazzles. Oh, Charlie. No more. Wow.
Score goals, not the dazzling. Score goals.
How many games has he started?
Score goals.
How many games? He started 4 games, he scored 2 in 4. That's good.
Charlie.
2 in 4. Put that aside. Now, if you want to talk about Arne Slot, la 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 la. Arne Slot. Look, he's not going anywhere. He will coach Liverpool for the next 4-5 seasons.
Why are you talking like this?
No, but he's the coach.
Have you seen
who
into
won
the future
league at the
what?
very first time of action? Yeah, what a way to do it. Do you know how long it took Alex Ferguson to win the league? Close to 6 years.
Charlie.
He was at the verge of being sacked when he won the FA Cup to Red. Then he went and then he won the league. This man came first season, he won. Then I hear my bosses saying they should sack him. He's not going anywhere. But again, having said that, look, I think the time has come for him to do a tactical tweak to whatever he's doing. That tweak will mean that, if possible, get Mohamed Salah in field. That's
in play centrally?
Yeah, play centrally. In that Florian Wirtz's role. What
Number
Mr.
10.
Wirtz is
Supposed
doing.
to be a shadow striker or number 10.
That's it. And let him play behind Ekitike.
Salah behind Ekitike.
Yes, this is what they've done.
Who plays on the right?
So you're doing 4-4-1.
No. He can do a 4-4-1 or he can do a 3-back and get a wing back.
Yeah,
Salah will have to
I'm
because
looking at 3-back.
Salah will have to move infield because this is why I say so. When Liverpool didn't have a proper number 10, what most of the goals Mohamed Salah scored, he didn't score those goals from coming out wide. He moved in, but right now
He's staying out wide.
when he's moving in, there's somebody there in those positions, so he's staying out wide. Somebody showed me a statistics of how many times he's touched the ball in the box.
Yeah.
Very limited times. Very, very limited times. And it is the shape of the team that is not allowing him to go in. Watch him now. He's only going into the box when the ball is coming opposite his flank. Whilst in previous season, especially last season, even when the ball is in the middle, as Arnold fills in on the right hand, he's moving inward. So he gets it, he turns onto the left foot, he sees the goalpost, bang. This time around, he's starting his movement out wide. The pace has...
He's not dribbling anybody.
That's right.
He's not getting past anybody.
So he needs to be in and around people, closer to goal, because take it or leave it, he's the best finisher in that team. It's because he's not scoring, that is why they are not winning games. True or false? That is the fact of the matter. So if I'm the manager, I tweak my tactics such that I get my best goal scorer closer to goal, so that he able to score. Because at the end of the day, you see, if it is when he's scoring, that is where the confidence will be spread out to the other guys.
Yeah.
But if the one who we all trust to put the ball in the back
He's
of
not
the net
scoring.
is not scoring, who am I to keep trying? We'll keep giving it to him. But where is he receiving it from? He's receiving it from a very far distance from goal. So tactically, there's a problem with that. So I think that against Unai Emery, they will have to work for it. And then the fact that they keep giving chances away, and the fact that they always put themselves in a situation where they need to score more than 2 goals to win games, it means they'll keep losing. So Mr. Slot will have to not only put Salah in a place where he can punish, but he needs to put his back line, ask everybody to do some defending. The pressing has dipped. So he was expecting to go and press Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
Amorim bypassed the press and went long, and they were not picking up the long balls. Go look at that Manchester game again. Amorim, the goalkeeper Loma goes long to Mbumo. He knows that Mbumo will not win the ball against Van Dijk. But once he goes long, look at the position of Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, and then Casemiro. They were crowded in the middle. So the moment Van Dijk wins the long ball, they are pouncing on the second ball and then straight to Ahmad or Cunha, and United were off the mark. The same thing happened last week against Brentford.
Do they end their bad run against Aston Villa this weekend?
I wish they could, but like I said, if you go deep down deep sea, they are a team made of fishermen. They believe in the marine spirit. You believe that when it comes to Liverpool. And they've been told that they will lose 9 in a row. 9 in a row.
Who told them?
No more. Go and do things.
The marine spirits?
They're fisherman team. Wala ma team ni. Wala ma team ni.
That I know, but who told them that they will
I
be
said, if you ask my boss, Bernard Avle, he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, God.
You ask Kojo Adai Mensah, he knows what I'm talking about. Dr. Kwame Banyaku, they are the strong Liverpool supporters. I've missed one. My own Chairman General.
And then,
Chairman General. They all know.
Who is this?
Kwame Sefakai. Chairman General. These are my bosses. So. They
fans.
know that once they. No more. I'ma lose to 9. I'ma lose to 9 games. Then in here about challenge. Ona and his slot
before that, the manager will be gone.
Look at the breeze. He's sweating from his.
If he doesn't, we'll chase him off the pitch.
If we to meet the man, I can't people don't need the man. I said, damn man, damn, Slaughter is being slaughtered.
You know what he said? He thought, Charlie, people are going to ask me plenty questions.
There's a Slaughter.
But Ben, just a quick one on the Liverpool thing. I think, look, yes, Mohamed Salah is not scoring, but on the other side, he's not also helping out defensively because he's not tracking back.
Last season, he didn't help out defensively.
Yeah.
Now on Betri. Last season, don't matter.
Exactly.
I didn't know to me.
And now he's a year older, so you know that his durability is a little bit questionable. His speed is a bit questionable.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is, just adjust the system a little bit. You're playing with a back four.
Just to buttress upon. Look at the goal he scored last week.
Yeah,
he was receiving the ball in the box.
Trapped it.
One control, bam.
Yeah, and it has the circumstances have helped Slot a little bit, or can help Slot a little bit with the adjustment of the system because you look at Kekes. Kekes isn't delivering offensively as he should, but defensively he's been okay. Okay, so then tuck him in on the left with a 3-man back line. Knowing very well that Conor Bradley isn't delivering as he should, but you have Jeremy Frimpong, who is a wing back.
He's not delivering.
Yeah, but has he been played as a wing back? He hasn't been played as a wing back.
Fair.
Exactly. So play him as a wing back. Then you can throw in Andrew Robertson in that left wing back position. Then in the middle,
all of these things will be better with a new manager. Thank you very much.
No. Ideally,
thank you very much.
Just a quick one. Tomorrow, Ryan Graffenberg is back, but ideally he shouldn't be playing in a game like this, which will be high intense, because he just came back from injury. But if you pair, Curtis Jones is also out, but if you pair McAllister with Szoboszlai, you are not going to get that bit of height that you need.
We need a new manager to come and pair them.
When you're coming up against Amadou Onana,
we need a new manager to come and pair them. Thanks.
I think they should just tweak the system. They'll be fine. 3-4.
A new manager will come and implement your ideas. And that's our show for tonight. Let's see if we can do a few shouts before we go.
Charlie, I have 2 birthdays, so let me start with the first one.
Nice.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, to Mrs. Mariam Kamasa, the wife of one of my closest friends, all the way in the United States of America. Agabus, tell Madam that Coach Nimli says happy birthday. Mariam is from your husband, Mr. Alexander Kamasa, who is with you and your 2 beautiful children in the United States of America. God bless you, young lady. I remember those days when I was with you guys and I was pushing for this to happen.
Now
I was pushing for this to happen. Only you and your husband understand what I mean. I was pushing that the 2 of you sealed the note in Jesus' name.
You'll be much
I am so happy that after pushing for this, the 2 of you have received the blessings of Christ. On this day that belonged to you, your husband says, I should tell you, he loves you so much, and God bless the day you accepted to be his wife.
God bless the
Happy
day I
vibes
found
from
you.
Mr. Alexander Kamasa
Vibes
to his lovely wife, Mariam Kamasa. God bless you.
Nice one
Bye
day.
bye.
Nice one day.
A big shout to Henry Yosen of TVET, the national headquarters. He's at the national headquarters. So big shouts to you, big man, Henry Yosen. And a happy belated birthday to our colleague Pearl Obobi, formerly Pearl Obobi, now Mrs. Pearl McCarthy. And so big shouts to you. Her husband is a big Panorama fan, so
Nice
big
one
shouts
there.
to him too.
Let me do a quick shout out to a few YouTube guys. Salt Pond Night 1, watching from Minnesota.
Salt Pond.
Yeah, he's watching from Minnesota.
Oh, no more Minnesota.
Yeah, a couple of guys in there. Shout outs to
Bring Anthony Edwards Jesse.
John Corbiner, Dankwa Bismarck, Farouk Headliner, Dennis Williams.
These guys, they are big guys.
No, top.
Charlie.
This Nana Kwesi Databan, all of you guys, top guys out there on the YouTube. Let me say a belated birthday to my little brother, Joseph Inketia, aka Aziz Ansa, aka Tornado, aka he get names. Charlie, if the guy call me, first thing when he calls me on the phone, first he says, Charlie Tornado, what's up? Yeah, Charlie, shout outs to the guy. Celebrated his birthday on the 29th. So shout outs to you out there. Yes, let's do more.
Ben, I want to shout one of my close pals.
One of your girls?
No, close pal. He's listening to the show right about now. Clarence Papo.
Okay. No, I thought it was one of the baby girls.
He's been around for a minute.
He's called what?
Clarence Papo.
Clarence Papo.
Yeah, he's a hard guy. Yeah.
No
And then
Papo.
Charlie for shout Benjamin Azamatio.
Oh yeah. Congrats to Azza.
Azza. No,
Congrats to
let me
Azza.
do this one. I beg you, or else my Manchester United people will kill me. Look, today happens to be the birthday of one of the very strong, committed, devoted Manchester United fans.
Hey, Charlie,
He's an Amorim faithful.
Who is this?
He's called Mr. Aaron Pakwesi Aban Aqua of Kolibu Teaching Hospital.
Nice one.
ENT department. He's a strong Manchester United supporter.
Yeah, no some truth.
My God,
ENT.
young man, God bless you, okay?
Ah.
You support the best team in the world.
And you
We've
win the
suffered a
title
lot.
this season.
So far, so very good. Happy birthday to you.
The title
Thank
is for
very
you.
much.
Amen.
Then, hey, no more that.
You got a few more shouts.
Let me see. Yafrin Pond says what? Oh, give me fans. Oh,
Is it our own Yafrin Pond? Oh, Charlie, shout outs to Yafrin Pond.
Okay, you say what you want to say.
No, shout outs to Yafrin Pond. Top guy. Honestly,
he's a top guy.
I think we'll be inviting him to appear on the Republic of Football one of these days.
He should come around. It's been a long while.
Top.
Charlie, how is wifey and my beautiful daughter? Tell them I miss them a lot. The day you decide to come here, bring them along.
Yafrin Pond has resurfaced at a nice time. United is winning games. He's also
hey, Marian, he's got a lovely wife.
No, hard
Charlie,
guy.
God bless you. Yo, shout out Nanu Amorim there or the Yoko. Charles Abahadi. Chazo.
The United fans all over the place.
You are Amorim faithful.
Anyway, thank you very much, Coach
Adena
Limi.
Piqué.
Thank you, Yahweh Jamita.
Captain.
Thank you to Bernard Abekochi, to Gabi Ofe, to Manuel Kwache, and all the guys who help with production. I am Benjamin Nketia. Show proudly brought to us by Twisco, Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Mix, and Betway. That's it from us here on Sports Panorama. Same time next week, we'll be back. The show will be on City Sports GH on YouTube, so you can catch it there. Until then, we're out.